Once again, joined by Charles Barron of the Farmers Business Network. Charles, thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you.
Now, you guys just came out with a 12-page report, an extensive report over price transparency. Fascinating read. I've been going over it the last couple of days. What's one of your big takeaways, one of your key takeaways from that report?
Well, we analyzed thousands of producer prices this year in farm chemicals. And what we found is that prices can vary up to 4.5 times across the country. So two farmers can be paying nearly 4.5 times each other around the country for the same products. Even within the same state, they can be paying maybe 1.5 times one another. So there's an enormous amount of variance in pricing, and it's not just explained by where you live or how much you bought or how many discounts you got. It's because fundamentally in the ag chemical market, prices are not put online. So there's not open pricing, and farmers don't really know what a fair market price is or what the best price is for a product when they go to buy it.
I also noticed you dig into some of like the most common chemicals, glyphosate, 2,4-D. There's a huge price discrepancy between neighbors when you talk to some of these, most basic chemicals that all farmers are using.
Yep, you can have a 40% price difference out of the same retail location to two farms, 5 miles apart, we found in the data. So every time we do this, you always uncover these little variances in the market and things that people are surprised by, but in reality, that's just because there's not open pricing. In the industry, we provide that online with our products, but broadly in the industry, there's not open pricing.
Does that kind of play into the hands of, because you had a really nice write-up on state to state, and Missouri had very little variance, but the two bordering states, Kansas, Illinois, were two of the worst, or had the biggest variance.
Some of that, when you get into the states, that may have to do with how much retail competition exists in a state, and then also how much variance there could be in terms of productivity within a state. So southern Illinois to northern Illinois would have some wide variance in yield levels, but that's not going to explain chemical pricing alone. It really fundamentally comes down to how much retail competition there is, how open or closed do people feel they have to be on pricing, and how much do producers actually go and call around and check or go online and check when they actually purchase.
Now, you also had a write-up that kind of detailed exports or imports for us from China and how, man, they spiked at the end of 22. In 2023. Now they're back down, but has our market realized that yet? And are our prices starting to get kind of straightened back out and down to where they're more manageable for your average everyday farmer?
Yeah, so chemical prices started skyrocketing in the fall of 2021. People were ports shut down, ocean freight like quadrupled in a matter of weeks. There was a big hurricane that took out a plant in the United States. And so you saw products for glyphosate going up to $60, $70, right? Now that's back down to $13, $14. So what we're seeing in the data, and then you can see this in FBN when you look on any product, there's price intelligence for every individual product as well that farmers can get. We're at near historic lows for most major products, and then we are certainly at very healthy pricing relative to the last 3 years. So in the input side, these are on the chemical side, these are as low prices as we've had in the last 3-4 years.
And so for your Nebraska or Iowa farmer, just start with FBN.com. Is that where folks can find you?
You go to FBN.com, you look on any product, and if you share an invoice anonymously to FBN, you will unlock price intelligence on hundreds of farm chemicals, and you can also do the same thing on seed, get price intelligence on hundreds of seeds as well.
Charles, thank you for your time and sharing that wonderful information with us.
Thanks a lot. Great to be with you.
For News Channel Nebraska, I'm Andy Klassen.